Do you feel... It's a hard question to say you've lived your life, but your life has been or became and has been campaigning. And, you know, you've been awarded an OBE because of that. You're a baroness. So you have these accolades, which in some ways I'm sure you'd rather not have and still have your son.
Exactly, yes. I think for people, they think, oh, that you've done really well. And for me, I don't really look at it like that, because I just think, for me, yes, it's all great having all of those things, but I'd rather have my son, because that's what's important to me. You know, it's great to, you know, sit in the House of Lords and I can ask government ministers all different questions. And those are all... And then it's been a voice for ordinary people. I think that is what... you know, my voice was used for Stephen in order to try and get justice for him.
Now you've got an opportunity in the House of Lords to speak out about so many things. I mean, two things come to mind with me. The revelation in the newspapers today that an undercover officer who infiltrated your campaign group has finally been named. Don't you feel that the police, the way that they use the undercover officers to kind of sneakily almost spy on what your supporters were doing, don't you find that depressing?
I didn't know about that until about 5 years ago. So during that time, we had no idea that that's what was happening.
Yeah.
And so then you begin to question what was happening at that time.
Yeah, I was going to make... Didn't it remove all trust? Because you had to trust someone. Did you feel you could trust no one?
I never trusted the police in the first place. I never had that trust with them anyway. So hearing about that wasn't too much of a surprise, but at the same time, it's like, is there nothing sacred? You know, your home is not sacred, your friends are not sacred, and that they will use anything that they could. But, you know, hearing about... As I say, I never trusted them anyway, because if there was somebody to trust, they would have caught Stephen's killers a long time ago, and we didn't have to wait nearly 20 years for that.